Hi everybody, 24th of May, another day in my life after the loss of my wife due to Parkinson's, and today's been a good day. I was up earliest this morning, breakfast, and out in the garden pottering around, because yesterday I started off this morning, I had a flat feeling, especially in the morning. I just felt flat all the time. I mean, I've had that cloud, haven't I, the last couple of days, but especially yesterday morning, I just had that flat feeling about me. Even when I went to the garden centre, after the fella had come pricing me up for a new fence, I went to the garden centre to get myself some plants and to start getting my garden sorted. But even while I was walking around the garden centre, all I kept noticing was couples like, my age, and even just noticed 2 or 3 fellas pushing their wives in wheelchairs. So it just brought it all back to me about Angie, and it's like, I've got to stop that, because I've gone backwards, because I got rid of all that. The only memories that I used to have when I first lost Angie was the bad ones from, especially the last sort of 9 months. And I worked on that, so I got rid of them, and I would just add the better memories. So I need to get my head back in gear on that. It's this grief road I keep talking about. You think you're doing all right, and then something just comes and knocks you sideways. It just gets in your head. It gets in your head. But I'm all right now. I said that was yesterday. I came back and I did a little bit of pottering, but it would have been a bit sort of later on in the afternoon. I didn't do too much. I started it, and then I got in the hot tub. I was in the hot tub for an hour, so that cheered me up. And then later on last night, I had a right good chat with my mate, and we ended up laughing our heads off for ages. Oh, we must have been a couple of hours on phone. A couple of hours laughing, so that I really cheered up then. It's mad how just something daft like that can just change your mindset as well. So I didn't get to bed till about 12:30. And I've still got Mr. Daniels locked up in his cupboard. He's not been out all week. I keep hearing him knocking on the door trying to get out. I might let him out tonight. Just for a short chat, I think. Might do. Yeah, he's paid the price now for destroying me on Monday. So I was up and out in the garden again this morning, doing more, cleaning out my pots of the old stuff, and replanting or planting some of the new plants that I got in. Cost a bloody fortune. Anyway, so it's looking nice. It's looking a lot better. I'm concentrating on the front at the moment, putting a lot of my pots at the front until I get my back garden designed and done. Thought I might as well smarten the front one up for now. So yeah, that's kept me busy and it helped cheer me up. Yeah, it helped me cheer me up. And then I sat in the sun for only for about an hour. I think I've caught a bit of a tan, don't you? But only for an hour, just pottering around as well. It's what's done it. And then I got in the hot tub. That was an hour and a half. Then I watched the football. So with a couple of beers. So I've had a nice day today as well. And then after the football, I was having just made myself a brew. And I ended up watching that Chelsea Flower show. Not by choice, it was just on it when the channel hopped. And on it, they'd done a garden for Parkinson's. Now, I had heard about this, and then a couple of my followers have let me know. last week or so, but I hadn't seen it. So I sat watching that. And it was nice, and it was nice that the woman explained why she'd done certain things in certain ways, and that made me smile, because it's like, it's this sort of stuff that's needed to get the awareness more out there. So that made me smile, and it was a nice garden. You know, it's not really a garden you'd have at home because it was too fancy, but the idea were there. And the fact that she won an award with it as well. So yeah, that was pleasing. That was pleasing, yeah. So I was thinking this morning while I was on my knees and pottering and getting my hands in the soil, I was thinking about my new life this morning and how I need to get to grips. I've got to get back to grips with it, because I had got it on the right track. But I need to get back to grips about moving in this new direction again, while carrying all the good memories with me from my old life. Not the bad ones, not the sad and bad ones. It's like I said before, especially like especially the last 9 months, you know, when Angie was here, but you know, even the last 3 years. Once she got a diagnosis, the first 12 months it wasn't really that bad. It was after that when it started to affect. So I don't want to keep them memories in front of my mind. They need to be put at the back again, and just keep the good memories, because you know, otherwise I'm not going to move on, am I? I know. My whole life's not a reality anymore, is it? So I can either sit here wishing for it back, and no matter wishing's ever going to bring that back, is it? It's not going to happen. Or I can take a step sideways onto another path that I've never walked before, and see where that takes me. Which brings me on to the quote. I had to write it down, a bit of a long one. Life goes on, whether you choose to move on and take a chance into the unknown, or stay behind, locked in the past, thinking of what could have been. And that's relevant, isn't it? Life goes on, whether you choose to move on and take a chance into the unknown, or stay behind, locked in the past, thinking of what could have been. And it's true, it does. It does. So we've got to move on. Got to move on. Well, it's like I said yesterday, I think, or the other day, whenever it was. It doesn't mean to say you forget the people you've lost and loved. But you don't. You don't. As like I said, as long as I'm still breathing, I'll still always. I love Angie and have that spot here in my heart for her, but she's not here with me anymore. You have to push on. You have to push on. I know she'll, like I said, she'll let me know if she's not happy with whatever I'm doing or trying to do. And at the moment, I just keep getting good signs, or you know. So, and if the roles were reversed, I would be saying to Angie, don't sit around, move on. You've still got however many years to live. You can't just sit thinking back and wishing what was. You can sit back and think happily of what was. Yeah. Right, so that's me done. Again, I will do another one tomorrow. Again, thanks for all your comments and your support. I don't think I did one last night, did I? Yeah,